I have had people following me on Instagram for years, and some of them have said, I am in a really difficult position right now, and I'm asking anyone who I think might care if you can send me, even if it's just $50, it would make a difference. Send that to my PayPal or send that to my Venmo. And when I've been in the position to do so, I always give. But when I have been in positions where I'm really struggling, and my go-to is not, I know you really care about me, and you've probably been in this position as well, but I could use some help right now. It's, don't tell anyone. Just take care of it yourself.
Keep running. Yeah.
Whatever you have to do to just like keep things moving, even if it means hurting yourself, then that's always a better option. I mean, when I say it out loud, obviously that's not what I want for myself. But when you look at the like subconscious programming, that's 100% what's happening.
Oh, absolutely. You don't, because
it's
almost like saying the words out loud, asking for help is admitting defeat.
Yeah.
It's
Or
acknowledging
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. I am a failure. It's just, I know because I've been there before as well. And I've been the same. I'm like, there is no way I can let anybody know, especially in this world of Instagram. And even so, my other business, Scrunch, is venture backed. So we have shareholders, we have a board, blah, blah, blah. I've always been like, I cannot tell anybody that I am even having a moment of struggle, doubt, wanting to quit, whatever it might be in the time, because that would be like admission of I'm not good enough for this job. I can't do it. I'm a failure. And all of you that believed in me, I've clearly let you down.
Well, because that would make you human.
Oh, no, I'm not human.
That's the thing. It's like all of the things that you mentioned are just they're part of the human experience. They're part of the business experience. And yet we think that somehow we're not part of that, which is why when we go back to self-compassion, common humanity, there are three pillars: mindfulness, common humanity, and kind words. And for me, common humanity is the one that is most, that really changes things, that really changes my perspective. Because we tend to, as we've said earlier, it's all about me and how I've, my mistakes. Instead of, I'm not the only business owner who's been in this position. I'm not the only person who has made mistakes with their finances. I'm not the only person who has had a failed launch. I'm not the only person who's struggling right now. And, we know that when we can create that sense of connection with the greater human experience, it creates that space that we need to let ourselves off the hook and take action that's actually going to come from a place of kindness and love, as opposed to self-criticism and shame. Because what happens when we feel ashamed? We don't share. We isolate. We, tend to become not very nice people to be around either. And this is something that, one, going back to the people who have asked me for money, I've always thought, absolutely, if I have it, it's like, sure.
Yeah.
I've never thought, are you kidding me? What a loser.
Exactly. Like everything that you assume someone would say about you, you've never thought about anybody that's been in that position.
No, it's like, if anything, it's like, oh my goodness, I had no idea.
Yes.
Of course I'll help.
Yeah.
And we also know by, can you tell I do a lot of research? We also know by research that most people want to help.
Yeah.
That most people actually want to be of service. That most people actually feel better
Mm,
after they have done something that they know is going to make a difference in someone else's life. And
yeah.
so, but how often do we, in small and big ways, rob people of that opportunity just so that we can feel like we have it all together and we're, superhuman and we have no flaws?
Yeah.
Yeah, things to think about, things to consider, because the more that I learn about resilience, and the things that really contribute to resilience long term, the more I realize that believing that everything is under your control, um, putting your health at danger, um, striving for a level of, basically a level of perfection that does not exist, holding yourself to those impossible standards. I mean, these are all resilience killers.
Yeah.
And what do we all want as business owners? Uh, we want impact. We want to be of service. We want to do something that matters. And that starts with the values, the self-awareness, the commitment to our health and well-being, and the willingness to be authentic and to create those genuine connections with other people, build community, all things that the stress response robs us of, um, all things that burnout definitely robs us of. And so that's why I'm so passionate about helping people to not be in that space and really come back to their true selves.